Good evening, everyone. For the past 2 decades, the Menominee Maroons have played postseason football, and this season has not been any different. And today, the Maroons had a chance to make it back to Ford Field for the first time since 2013. How about first quarter action? Menominee, they're going to punt on their second possession. Ethan Molesky with the big boot here. The ball would carry him off the pads of Jared Davis, and Tanner Mathias dives on it for the recovery for the Maroons. 2 plays later, it would be Sam Larson who darts 11 yards into the end zone, and hey, Menominee, they have a 7-0 lead. Into the start of the second quarter, the Eagles would face 4th and 8 on the Maroons 22. Jared Davis looks to the far side of the field and connects with Grant Browner, for the touchdown. Merry Christmas for the Eagles. Game's tied at 7. Menominee did respond, though. It's a 37-yard field goal. Yes, a field goal by Menominee. Shawn Sandahl to take the advantage at 10-7. The Maroons did get the ball back, and it was Ethan Molesky who's going to drop back, and it's a big pass. This time he finds Marcus McKinney. Despite 2 defenders, he stutter-steps past Browner, and it's 66 yards to the end zone. Menominee, they were up 16-14 at the half. On to the third quarter. Frankenmuth would drive 94 yards after recovering a fumble. Chris Roush rumbles 11 yards for the touchdown, and the Eagles, they missed a 2-point conversion attempt, but they still had a 20-16 lead. How about late in the third quarter? Frankenmuth committed a personal foul penalty that gave Menominee a first down, and Sam Larson found a path, broke a couple tackles, and then 25-yard run for a huge first down there. On to the fourth quarter. It'd be the same drive, 4th and 1 from just outside the 1. Larson again, and this time he's in for the touchdown. Maroons are up 3, 23-20. The Eagles started a drive with 9.5 minutes to go, but they found a lump of coal in their stocking. With this fumble on the handoff, Menominee's Jason Gianhart makes the recovery. The Maroons are able to run out the last 4.5 minutes, and they will return to the finals with a 23-20 win over Frankenmuth.
I just saw the ball squirt loose when I was filling backside, and I just jumped on it. It was a shock to see that ball come out, and I knew right then and there that Larson, 34, would get the job done sealing it off.
At first, I was surprised that they actually went for a field goal, because normally what coach says is that he won't go for a field goal unless he really has to. I kicked it, and I saw it going through, and I was like, yes! And here we are. We won by 3.
I just looked at him and said, can you make it? And he just said, yeah. So the kid says, yeah, with that much affirmation, I figured let him kick it. And I think he had about 2 yards to spare.
The Maroons will meet the Grand Rapids West Catholic Falcons on November 26th at Ford Field. That game will be on Fox Sports Detroit at 4:30 Eastern, 3:30 Central Time. This will be the 6th consecutive post-game meeting between the teams. Let's head to Petoskey as the Saints of St. Ignace met the Crusaders of Muskegon Catholic Central in the final season of Saints head coach Marty Spencer's career. The Crusaders were running the ball very well on this windy day. How about this sweep that goes to Walker Christofferson, who follows his blocks and finds the end zone. It was 21-0 Crusaders. The Saints did struggle, but check out this run here. Mitchell Peterson's going to shed a tackle, and then he keeps on going. He picks up a first down, but it was all Crusaders the rest of the way. A couple rushing touchdowns for them. They win this one 35-0. St. Ignace finishes the season with 11 wins. Today against Southwest Minnesota State. How about early going? Noha Eccles on the fast break. He's stripped here. Marcus Metelsky recovers and gets it to the former Mid-Peninsula Wolverine there, Brett Brandstrom. NMU's up 8-7. Later in the first, check out the man from Memphis, Noha Eccles. He gets a steal, goes left-handed for the layup. Wildcats were up. However, they lose this one 87-69. How about women's basketball from NMU as they faced off with the Golden Eagles of Minnesota Crookston? Pick up the action in the fourth quarter. Wildcats down by 2. Bree Gasparovich finds Aaron Hunkala with a big, that's a 2-pointer from deep. That would make it a 57 ball game here. Wildcats did get some good ball movement late. You would see Chloe Tompkins, Darby Youngstrom. She will lay this one in. That gave NMU the 63-60 lead, and yes, they go on to win this one 63-60. Quickly, we jump to the scoreboards, and we see that Minnesota State Moorhead beats Michigan Tech. Finlandia beats Alma in basketball. And women's college basketball, Michigan Tech defeats Concordia St. Paul. Finlandia gets a win over Carroll. And WCHA hockey, Bemidji beats NMU. Ferris State sweeps Lake Superior State. Michigan Tech is in Alaska. They won last night. The other game is currently underway in Finlandia falls to Lawrence, and in high school hockey, the Bulldogs fall to Heartland, and Alpena knocks off Escanaba. And of course, for more sports scores and highlights, you can visit us online at uppermichigansource.com.